all MAC meetings usually last anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. However, there is one on record that lasts 11 and a half hours. This has gotten the nickname the Bladder Wars. Neither side wanted to get up from their side of the table first. They thought it would show a sign of weakness, even if they did end up having to use the restroom. Now, all MAC meetings used to be translated to 3 languages, which is English, Korean, and Chinese, which used to be done by the translators who would sit at the booths located at the southern and northern side of this building. However, these booths are no longer used because the CPV, or Chinese People Volunteers, are no longer part of the MAC meeting, so now they're only needed to be translated into 2 languages, which is English and Korean, which is now done by the translators who sit at the heads of the table. The microphones that you see in the middle of the table, they are monitored and recorded 24 hours a day, and they also represent the military demarcation line throughout this building. So those of you on my left are now in communist North Korea, while those of you on my right are still in the Republic of Korea. If you would like to make the crossing into the north, please do so at the end of the table to pay respects to the flag. The soldiers that you see inside this building, they are here for your protection. They're standing at this modified stance of Taekwondo, what we like to call rock ready. It is this stance along with the sunglasses used to show no emotion towards North Koreans in any way. And every soldier that is stationed up here on the rock side in the JSA, they do have to meet a height and weight requirement, as well as be a master in some form of martial arts. Some of them are actually masters in 2 different kinds, which is usually Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, man.
If I can have your attention to the translator booth on the northern side, you'll notice on the corner there the paint is starting to chip square away. That is because North Korea used this building as well for their tours. Prior to us coming in here, these 2 rock soldiers, they proceed to secure this door by locking it. This is done by one soldier posting himself at the corner of that translator booth while he holds onto the other soldier's pistol belt. That other soldier then leans forward, locking the door with one hand while his other hand is on his pistol. This used to be a one-man job. The rock soldiers, they do wear ball-bearing blousings in the bottom of their pants, so you can hear them when they move or walk. So under that one soldier was coming in here to secure that door. On the other side of it was 2 North Korean soldiers waiting for him. As they heard him get close enough, they opened the door and tried to pull him into the north. Thankfully, they did not succeed. He was able to come back to the south, but ever since that day, it has become a 2-man job. You'll notice this middle table here inside the MAC building. You notice how there's a representation of the United Nations Command flag. Whenever the MAC meeting started, both sides were able to bring a representation of their flag. We brought one similar to this. North Korea brought one that was bigger. So we brought one that was bigger than theirs. They brought one that was bigger than ours. This went back and forth until we were finally bringing flags and flagpoles that were in here so tall they couldn't even stand inside this building. At which point we said that was enough. We had to have a special meeting to come to the conclusion that both flags should be the same height, width, and diameter in every way. Except North Korea, they did have to one-up us once again. On the bottom of theirs, they have a 3rd tier. And on the top of theirs is a little more wider than ours. So in their eyes, that does make them better than the United Nations Command. A little fun fact about the flag meeting was the longest meeting inside this building was the Bladder War meeting, 11 and a half hours long. That was the meeting about the size of the flags. Nice. The first middle table that we passed coming inside the MAC building here, if you look at this table under the right light, you'll see a couple outline of footprints. These are North Korean footprints. While they were in here during their tour, sometimes their tour guys like to take their boots and socks off and stand at this table with their back facing towards the south to show disrespect. Now I can't guarantee you at the beginning of every day these tables are clean, and for some reason we cannot get the footprints off of this table. We've tried everything, Windex, Pledge, Duster, you name it, we've tried it besides standing it down and re-staining it, and we cannot get the footprint off of this table. So we don't know what was in the bottom of this lady's foot, but whatever it was, it's something pretty bad, because it won't come off of the table. But gentlemen, at this time, please feel free to take pictures of anything in this area. This is to include the rock soldiers. If you would like a picture with the rock soldiers, I recommend that you stand about this close. If he feels that you're getting too close to him, he's going to click his boots together, put a foot to the ground, and raise one hand. That is a sign that you're stepping too close, at which point I would not recommend to step any closer. I would actually recommend to take one step back.
I kind of want to see that.
Can we do the one back here too?
Yeah, you can take pictures with that one back there, but once again, stay about 1 foot away and stand in front of him. Do not go behind him.